welcome and welcome back to S.WigginsTV. You already know it's Worldwide Wiggins, and I'm back. Nah, I ain't finna talk your ears off, man. Today we gonna be talking about the most wildest eras, you know what I'm saying, the years, you know, that had the craziest moments in LA history. You know what I'm saying? Quick disclaimer before we start. I'm born in 1993, so obviously a lot of these is, you know, hearsay and, you know, what older homies told me and things I learned over the years. So you can agree or disagree. So let's go, man. Let's kick it off with 100 Days, 100 Nights. And around 2015, the streets of LA was on fire. I got something to say about this specific era, but I'm gonna wait till the end. Allegedly, after the tragic death of Kenneth Peavy, aka KP, a member of the Rolling Hunnids, it was an immediate eruption of retaliatory gay shooters in Westmont, allegedly. But it didn't stop there. It somehow spilled over into the other parts of LA County. Supposedly, the LAPD said it had become a competition for the local gangs to see who could score on the ops the most on the streets. And the concept caught on and spread like wildfire. It got crazy to the point where a woman and child, they say, Doc Wiggins, the dude said, was allegedly shot in response to this epidemic. Now, honestly, I recently found out the real story of what happened, but I can't speak on it on the internet, so I'm kind of trolling y'all. But nah, for real though. So, nah, but seriously, I had to give y'all the narrative of what's put out there. But sorry, y'all. Next. I ain't got a name for this one, so I'm gonna call it the BL era. Like I said recently in my tribute to BL from Grape Street, Brandon Bullard, aka BL, was one of the most respected and loved figures in his hood, in the city of Watts, California. So much so that in the year 2007 or 2008, when he passed away, according to LAPD, not Wiggins, let's make that clear, a lot of drama ensued behind his death. The report said shootings occurred just hours after his death. It caused allegedly over 13 shootings and multiple homicides. This was a wild time for the city of Watts and South LA, period. It got so crazy that a documentary was created by National Geographic featuring clips of the funeral of BL and some of the aftermath that happened. If you didn't know, it's alleged that BL's death sparked a war between the Grapes and you-know-who. But let's keep it respectful and anonymous. Rest in peace to BL and everybody, you know, lost their life and the families, and condolences to all of them. Yeah, that was one of the craziest times in history, LA history. Now, the year 1979. The year 1979 played a very critical part in how Crips in South Central and even other miscellaneous parts of LA County would function for years to come, even to this day. If you confused as to what I'm talking about the war between the 60s and the 8-Tray gangsters. Now, I know what you gonna say. Wiggins, they got peace talks, you don't need to be talking about this. This is just a history thing, so I'm not here to promote none of that. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna dwell on this too long. So I hope the peace treaty go through and we stop all of that, stop all of the violence, for sure, right on. Not promoting none of that. I never do, actually. Now, I have limited knowledge on the subject, but from my understanding, but I will say this, it did cause a lot of gangs, Crip gangs that is, to make a very important decision. Certain Crip hoods who chose to be allies of 8-Trays, at that point started pushing 3 times or moving as part of their identity. Crip hoods that chose to side with the Rolling 60s, I would assume now adopted the neighborhood Crip identity. Now I would include the 2 times, but I don't want to speak on something to be wrong, so I'm gonna play it safe. And I'm gonna let some of the older homies in the comments chime in who was there. Now, when you really think about it, this war is responsible for a lot of, if not all, the gangster Crip / neighborhood Crip beef to this day. Well, I can't say all of them, but you get what I'm trying to say. So it's mandatory that 1979 is in fact one of the most craziest years in SoCal history. Right now I'm mad because I had a list of important events and crazy situations that took place in 1979. And I was getting ready to make a mini documentary with it called 1979. Don't take my ideas. If you bite this, you know you're gonna get exposed. I lost my phone. I left a lot of my stuff, you know, back in America. I'll be back. Alright, next. You got what we know as the white tea era. That's the day I'm finna give. If you was born in the 2000s, then you are way too young to even remotely remember what this is about. But ask your uncle, ask your grandma, ask your daddy, even your mama. I guarantee you they remember. During the mid-2000s, It was an era where every young black man's life was in danger. I can't get into too much detail, but here's the basics. Allegedly, some homies from a hood out in LA supposedly took some word that belonged to some other races, you know. Alright. And it was a huge loss apparently. So they wasn't gonna let that ish slide. So the higher ups put the word out that any ninjas hanging outside with a white tee on, looking like a member, chip them. Straight like that, man. It was real dangerous at that time. Mamas wouldn't even let their kids play outside or probably even go to school because it went up like crazy. That's as far as I'm going. You know what I'm saying? You can figure it out. Let's go. All right, this is pretty much the last one, but you know what I'm saying? We got little sections, you know what I'm saying? The late 80s to the mid 90s is hands down the most dangerous era of gangbanging in LA. First off, you got the crack epidemic. It empowered a lot of young black men from poverty-stricken neighborhoods and transitioned them into self-made billionaires overnight. But like C. Murders say, money bring problems, it don't bring killing. You know what I'm saying? So around this time, you know, even though they was getting money, people was still, you know, getting killed over territory and money, and the government was dropping barrels of guns on the train tracks, just planting them in different hoods so homies could kill each other. Crazy stuff. And remember, gangster rap played a role in it too. We gotta keep it 100. Just like the drill rap is influencing the youngins today. Now, Eazy-E is my favorite, but let's keep it 100, man. That Boys in the Hood and that gangster rap music and NWA and groups that followed, it added fire to the flame. Let's keep it 100. And as we proceed, can't forget when Rodney King verdict, you know, hit the streets and the cops was found not guilty. People was looting and going crazy all over LA, especially the Hatred gangsters, allegedly. Another era I wanted to touch on was the era where the East Coast, West Coast thing spilled into the street. Now, it was all fun and games until things got real crazy. Y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I keeps it 100. And you gotta keep it real with yourself. Tupac is a talented rapper, you feel me? I'll never take that from him. But he was a ballerina turned actor, you know, who got caught up in the Cali street life, got addicted to it, and jumped out of character, got himself into some bullshit that he had no business getting into. Allegedly, according to statistics, after he was tragically lost his life, this spilled over into the streets of Compton, where the feds say 11 shootings took place between the Ma Pa Rules and Southside Compton Crips. And yeah, we gonna stop it right there. But you know, this was just a sample. I might stretch it out. Might hit that 1979. I'm gonna see if I can get my stuff mailed out here, man, like I did with my my laptop, like I did with my computer. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. More dope content coming soon. We ain't stopping every day, man. I'm out of here. Wait.